It's a feeling of something being missing, like never having the full experience or the full perspective, the full understanding. It's a feeling of placelessness, because I do feel rooted in Texas, but not fully. I feel this pull to somewhere else. But that place is alive through the people, through the stories, through learning about the history and my family. But I feel like until I'm there, I will never fully understand it, and therefore never fully understand myself. Texas specifically, but including just the South in general, I think is definitely oversimplified. I do feel like with the stereotypes of the South, even though there is truth to them, I think that it really discredits the diversity that's in the South. I've had some of the best Persian food I've ever had in my life in Dallas, Texas. Basically, my dad moved to Houston from Iran and to go to school, and didn't really have any intention of staying in Texas for forever. And that kind of just happened when he met my mom. He kind of brought the rest of our family over. So starting with my uncle and my aunt, and then once he became a citizen, he was able to bring his parents over. And so they moved in with us, and we kind of just started building a family in Dallas, but which wasn't planned.
Our grandparents brought that back from Iran probably about like 30 years ago or so, maybe like a little bit. Like, what do you think? Like about 30 years? Yeah.
Having never been able to go to Iran because of the political situation, I feel connected to that part of myself through people being my family members, you know, who came from Iran to the US, through hearing their stories, just through knowing them, through, you know, speaking Farsi with them, and the objects that they would bring with them. I feel very connected to these things because they remind me of those people. It reminds me of that place. I feel like that's my access point. Memorialization and loss play into my work a lot. More recently, as these family members have started to pass away. Before COVID, I was already working with cyanotypes, but not as intensely, or I didn't totally know why. I just felt really compelled to work with the sun. In regard to placelessness, working with gates and borders makes a lot of sense to me. What a cyanotype is printing with the sun. So it's one of the oldest mediums that's rooted in photography, and I think it was during COVID when I started to think about the sun as something that we all experience and that we all share, kind of against our will even. It's thinking about it politically, like we all rely on the same sun, the same resources, the same planet. And also being from the South, the sun is a huge part of your existence and experience, and so it's like something that you can't avoid. I don't necessarily say that Iran is my home, because that also doesn't feel quite right. I think that's why I felt home just with my family, wherever that was, just through the people, and that's where I found meaning, rather than where I was geographically. That's why there are those further feelings of confusion, like after most of the people are gone. But I do feel like I'm living in a diaspora from a place that I've never been to.